Most of the electric two-wheelers in India are being imported from China. Due to lack of R&D and poor quality, the motor controller or the battery pack fails within few months. So the customers are facing problems within 6 months or 1 year. So considering the best and worst of electric vehicles, I just want to share you few tips how to increase the performance of an electric vehicle. Namaste, I am Krishnyathanya Mandela, your EV bro. There is a reason why I am making this video. I just want to tell one example. A customer purchased an electric scooter. Then at the showroom, the salesperson said that this electric scooter will give you 130 kilometers of range. So the customer used the scooter for 1 week, but he is actually getting only 100 kilometers of range. So the customer went to the salesperson and asked why it is giving only 100 kilometer range. Then the salesperson said, see, you have to use it for at least 3 months. Over the time, the range will increase. So here, what the salesperson said, it is a complete fake news. No electric vehicle increases its range over the time. Over the time, an electric vehicle battery range gradually decreases. So considering the lies, whatever the people will tell, some of the lies in the electric vehicle industry, customers are believing it because they are not getting complete knowledge. So based on these things, I just want to tell you 10 tips to make you more knowledgeable and guide you how to improve your electric vehicle range or improve your electric vehicle performance, how to take some good decisions before buying an electric vehicle, especially electric two-wheeler. The first tip, load capacity. Any company, most of the electric two-wheelers, the company usually offers 150 kilograms of load capacity. Always use whatever they said 150 kgs of load. Never put more load than 150 kgs. The reason is you put more load, it will affect your motor controller and battery pack. Sometimes your battery pack has chances of short circuit or your motor may get failed also because of the load capacity. It's okay, you can put like additional 10 to 20 kgs of load in case of emergency, but don't put like 200 kgs or 250 kgs. So it will definitely affect your motor and the battery pack over the time. So consider this as a main point. Now the second point, it's about charging. Usually in electric vehicles, especially in two-wheeler segment, lead acid battery packs and lithium-ion battery packs are used. To charge a lead acid battery pack, charge the lead acid battery pack when the charging percentage is 10 to 20%. But in case of a lithium-ion battery pack, charge the lithium-ion battery pack at 20% to 40%. And also unplug the charging if it reaches 80 to 90%. And the reason why you have to stop charging after 90% and charge the battery pack at 20 to 40%, this is an example. See, you see this rubber band. The rubber band has a elasticity. So elasticity only happens at particular time. For example, if I use more pressure, okay, the elasticity nature will reduce. Only if I use like this, so obviously the elasticity will be there. So that's the reason you have to charge within the limits. You use more charging, you see like this, then what will happen? The rubber band will damage. So that is the reason you have to charge the lithium-ion battery pack within the limits like 20 to 40% and 80 to 90%. And also charge the lithium-ion battery pack in open places. For example, if you are staying in an apartment, keep the charging in open, like ventilated areas only. Don't keep it because it may get overheated. Thermal runaway process may happen. And also don't charge the lithium-ion battery pack usually at afternoon times like 1 p.m. 2 p.m. What will happen? Usually a charging time is 4 hours. Because of the heat, you have to charge the battery pack like 4.5 hours because of the thermal runaway. So consider this for charging time. And the third tip, it's about throttle movement. Usually in electric scooters, we have first mode, second mode and third mode. In heavy traffic conditions, go with first mode. But in moderate traffic conditions, for example, your electric scooter has 3 modes. First mode you have 40 km per hour top speed. In the second mode you have 60 km per hour top speed. Third mode you got 80 km per hour top speed. So you think that if you go in first mode you will get more range. But reality what will happen, first mode top speed is 40 km per hour. But if you give complete throttle, the power affects your motor, okay, because you are using complete throttle. But if you use the same 40 kph in second mode, you don't put more pressure on the motor. So it will reduce the pressure on the motor and it will give better lifetime and it also give better efficiency from motor. So this is the second tip. If you are going in moderate speed, go with second mode and maintain what the speed you want to maintain in the first mode. And the fourth tip, it's about speed breakers. If you are using an electric scooter and going on a speed breakers or irregular roads, always slow down. Some people will think that, okay, we just go like normal petrol scooter, what will happen? It won't happen immediately. But over the time, whatever the fiber plastic material used in the scooter, it started damage. Okay, you will get some kind of breakage. Slowly it will completely break. That is the point. You slow down whenever there is a speed breaker or potholes, because that will affect your motor also, because some potholes are there, right? Because of heavy bump, it may affect your shouldering. And if any breakage happened to your fiber plastic materials, you need to pay for the fiber plastic material also. So for long time, if you need your electric scooter for a long time, definitely go slow during speed breakers and potholes. And the fifth tip, it's about improving your scooter range. How can you improve your electric scooter range? There is a tip for you. Always travel in the early hours, like for example 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. because the temperature is cool. And also in the evening time, like after 5 p.m. after that, like 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Lithium ion battery packs perform excellent in good temperature conditions. They are more vulnerable to high temperatures. If for example, if you are going for a ride in the afternoon, the 100-kilometer range you will get only like 80-kilometer range. But if you go with the same scooter in the early morning hours, you will get 100 kilometers range, because it is like healthy battery life for lithium ion battery packs going on the early morning and evening sessions. And the sixth tip, maintain proper air in your tires. We generally ignore this air in our tire concept. See what will happen, these are tubeless tires, what will happen? See, a point to be remembered, most of the electric two-wheelers in India, they comes with a hub motor. So what will happen if you don't maintain proper air? If the scooter puts in a pothole or a speed bump, a strong rock is there, it will attack your tire. So what will happen? The rock will directly hit the BLDC motor and it will affect your motor also. And because of less air in your tire, it will affect your range also. Usually you get 1 kilometers, you will get only like 960 meters only. And because of less air in your tires, it will affect your motor also. More pressure on your motor. So maintain complete air for better efficiency for motor and for longer battery range. And the seventh tip, it's about braking. Usually in petrol vehicles, you hit more brakes, the mileage will reduce. But for electric vehicles, the more brakes you apply, your regenerative braking energy will comes. So it will add additional amount of range for your electric vehicle. So whenever there is a possibility, don't give complete throttle. Whenever there is a possibility of braking, do brakes. So for braking, you will get regenerative braking and it will add additional range for your battery pack. And the eighth tip, it's about detachable battery pack. If you purchased an electric scooter which having a portable battery pack, I recommend you to charge the battery pack fixed only. The reason, you remove the battery pack many times, it will lose the pins. So if many times you remove and you again plug it, sparks may happen. Because of sparks, there is a possibility of short circuit also. And one more important thing, how to charge an electric scooter. I will tell you how to connect your charger. For example, consider this phone as an electric vehicle. Now what you need to do, this is a charger. Just imagine this is a charger of an electric two-wheeler and this is an electric scooter. Now what people used to do a mistake, they will directly plug in. Then they will put the point in the electric scooter. But don't do the mistake. First you have to do, first connect the scooter, then plug it. Okay. While removing, what you have to do, don't remove the pin. Okay. While removing, remove the adapter first, then remove the charging point. This is the safest way of connecting a charger and disconnecting a charger. Remember this point, because of charge particles still activate in the charger, so there is a possibility of fire may happen. So that's the reason, follow these safety steps. And the ninth tip, power of your MCB. Most of the users do a common mistake, like they usually don't off their MCB, especially for general electric scooter. There is an MCB switch is available. Some advanced electric scooters, there is no option like MCB switch. If there is an electric two-wheeler with MCB switch, off it. The reason is, if you are offing the MCB, then no battery consumption will happen. Whenever an MCB is on, still it will utilize whatever the motor or a controller, even the dashboard will utilize some kind of power from the battery pack. You have the remote key unlock, all these features will still work. So because the MCB is on, And some kids are there, they don't know that scooter is on or not, so they give simply throttle, then your mudguard will break. So consider these things. If you are not using an electric scooter for long time, please off your NCB, and it will increase your range or give better battery life. And the final tip, do regular checkups. Some customers ignore if there is a kind of sound happening from an electric scooter, they just ignore it. It is a small sound, what will happen? But a small sound can cost you around 8,000 rupees. See, there is a hall sensor in an electric motor. Usually is initial level you can repair the motor, but if it reaches to an extreme level, you cannot repair the motor. So the service person said that we have to change the motor completely. So that is the reason you have to be careful. If there is any kind of sound coming, like kind of some irregular sounds are happening, visit the nearest service and check the electric scooter and repair it as soon as possible. Don't neglect it. These are some of the tips to improve your electric vehicle performance, especially in the two-wheeler segment. And if you have still any doubts about this electric scooter performance wise, please comment, and we will answer in the upcoming videos. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to EV Bro. If you want to share your ownership review with us, please fill the form in the description below. Charge the nature, drive the future.